Welcome back to Omasae, where we bring thoughtful design inspirations to every corner of your home and garden. If you're new here, we'd love for you to join our growing design community by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video if it sparks an idea, and leave us a comment below. We're always excited to hear your thoughts or answer your questions. Today, we're tackling a unique challenge that so many homeowners face, turning a sloped yard into something truly beautiful. But instead of viewing a slope as a frustrating limitation, we're showing you how to see it as an incredible opportunity, a canvas for crafting your very own Japanese-Zen garden sanctuary. These gardens aren't just about aesthetics, they're about emotion, mindfulness, and creating an atmosphere that encourages peace and balance. Zen gardens are based on natural elements, harmonious composition, and thoughtful placement. Their beauty comes not from excess, but from restraint, from understanding how to frame nature rather than conquer it. Sloped yards, with their natural elevations and transitions, are ideal for this kind of design. When approached with intention, a slope can become a gently unfolding experience, a downward walk into tranquility, with every level revealing new textures, tones, and sounds. In this video, we'll show you how to use the terrain to your advantage. From terracing and planting, to water and lighting, to minimalist stonework and meditative zones, you'll find ideas that will transform even the most uneven backyard into a peaceful oasis. Let's dive into the details and reimagine your slope as a place of serenity, movement, and poetic simplicity. One of the core principles of Japanese garden design is Zen, naturalness. Rather than imposing your will on the land, you shape your garden to follow its natural rhythms. That's why sloped yards are a dream for Zen-style transformations. Instead of flattening the area, consider embracing the contours with thoughtfully planned terracing. Each level becomes an opportunity to introduce a new theme or feeling. A dry gravel garden here, a mossy woodland corner there. Think of your slope not as one large project, but as a series of peaceful rooms layered on top of one another. These mini scenes, when connected by winding paths or stone steps, create a journey rather than just a view. To support these terraces, use materials that harmonize with nature: stacked stone, reclaimed wood, or earth-toned concrete that weathers beautifully over time. These elements not only define space, but also help with erosion control and plant support. What's more, elevation introduces visual drama. From the upper terrace, you can look down on a scene that feels tucked away and serene, like a secret garden. From below, the slope appears layered and rich with dimension, drawing the eye upward and encouraging discovery. The key here is to let the shape of the land lead the design, not the other way around. That's the Zen approach. Work with what you have and elevate its natural spirit. Zen gardens are never cluttered with plants, but each one that's chosen is deeply intentional. On a slope, planting becomes more than decoration. It creates structure, rhythm, and flow. Use ground covers like moss, dwarf mondo grass, or Japanese forest grass on lower terraces or in shady patches. These soften hard edges and add a sense of age and calm. Mid-level terraces can be planted with azaleas, ferns, and compact shrubs that introduce organic shapes and subtle color. Higher levels can accommodate more dramatic plants like Japanese maples, black pines, or tall bamboo screens that sway and whisper in the wind. Layering is essential. Think of your plantings like brushstrokes in a painting. Each contributes to the mood, not just the look. Tall plants at the back, soft trailing greenery near the edges, and clipped evergreens for form. Space them asymmetrically for a natural feel. Use repetition to create rhythm, perhaps a line of low grasses on each terrace, or repeating shapes in moss, stone, and leaf. Texture also matters. Mix feathery ferns with smooth moss, glossy leaves with soft needles. And always consider the seasons. Choose plants that give your garden something beautiful in spring, summer, fall, and even winter, whether it's bloom, bark, or silhouette. With thoughtful planting, your slope becomes a living, ever-changing scroll of color and form. Movement is a meditative act in Zen gardens, and on a sloped yard, your path becomes both a visual anchor and a sensory journey. Instead of cutting a straight staircase down the hill, consider a curved or zigzagging pathway. This slows the pace and creates pockets of mystery, inviting the visitor to pause, notice, and reflect. Each curve can reveal a new element: a stone lantern tucked into foliage, a gravel pattern raked in circles, or a single maple tree glowing in autumn light. These moments of quiet beauty are what give Zen gardens their timeless power. Use natural stone, weathered wood, or gravel to build your paths. Irregular stepping stones, spaced unevenly, force a mindful rhythm, each step a conscious act. This is no accident. It's a philosophy in motion. If the slope is steep, integrate flat landings that act as breathing spaces. Along the way, subtle lighting, perhaps soft solar lanterns or low LED strips, can create atmosphere and guide the eye after dark. The goal is not to arrive quickly, but to experience each step, each sound, each scent. Movement becomes meditation, and the sloped garden becomes a place of inward and outward flow. Water is a vital force in Japanese garden design, symbolizing purity, clarity, and renewal. Sloped terrain naturally invites cascading water features. You might design a multi-level waterfall, with water flowing from the top terrace into lower pools or stone basins. The sound of moving water adds depth to your garden's atmosphere. It softens the world, masks noise, and invites peace. Even a simple stone spout feeding a basin can bring a sense of ritual to the space. If you're working with rainwater, copper rain chains or stone runnels can channel flow down the slope in poetic, seasonal displays. Surround water features with plantings that love moisture, like iris, hostis, or horsetail reeds, and nestle them among stones to blur the line between man-made and natural. Be mindful of water speed and noise. You want gentle trickles, not gushing streams. A slow-moving rill or gently splashing fall is more in keeping with Zen philosophy. Water becomes a thread that connects levels, linking terrace to terrace not only physically but emotionally. Its reflective surface mirrors the sky and the foliage around it, offering moments of stillness. Whether elaborate or minimalist, water on a slope speaks directly to the spirit. Stones are the bones of a Zen garden. On a sloped site, they provide both structure and symbolism. Use large, anchor stones to create resting points, define terraces, or frame focal views. These can be partially buried to appear as if they've always been there, solid and enduring. Smaller river stones or crushed gravel can be used to craft dry stream beds or define walking paths. Raked gravel patterns can symbolize water or movement and offer a tactile contrast to lush greenery. Placement matters more than quantity. A well-positioned stone can suggest a mountain, a turtle, or a path to contemplation. In traditional Zen design, stones often appear in groups of odd numbers, 3 or 5, arranged asymmetrically to create balance without uniformity. On a slope, these arrangements gain new power, playing with perspective and scale. As visitors move through the space, the stones appear to shift in meaning and form. They become companions on the journey, silent, timeless, grounding. Don't be afraid to leave space around your stones. In Japanese design, ma, or negative space, is just as important as the elements themselves. Zen gardens don't fade with the sun, they transform. On sloped terrain, where levels naturally cast shadow and light, subtle illumination can create magical effects. Use soft, warm lighting to highlight key elements: the trunk of a maple tree, the ripple of a water basin, or the edge of a stone stair. Avoid harsh overhead lights. Instead, opt for ground-level fixtures or lantern-style path lights that mimic candlelight. Lighting should reveal, not overwhelm. Solar-powered lights are great eco-friendly options, and low-voltage LEDs can be tucked into stone walls or beneath steps. Consider using traditional-style lanterns, made of stone or metal, to add sculptural beauty by day and soft glow by night. Light pools along paths invite evening strolls, while uplighting on bamboo groves creates dancing shadows. Your garden becomes a second world after dark, still peaceful, but richer in mood. Thoughtful lighting lets you enjoy your Zen retreat even as the stars come out, turning the slope into a layered landscape of quiet radiance. Every Zen garden needs a space for stillness, a nook for quiet reflection, meditation, or simply to sit and breathe. On a sloped yard, you can carve out this space in a recessed terrace, a landing surrounded by plants, or even a wooden deck floating above the incline. Add a simple bench, a flat stone seat, or a tatami mat for sitting. Frame the view with plants or screens so it feels enclosed and intimate. This nook can include a small altar, a bowl for water, or a minimalist sculpture, something that invites inward focus. Surround it with soft textures, moss underfoot, bamboo rustling nearby, and the sound of water trickling in the distance. This is the heart of your garden, not the most decorative part, but the most meaningful. It's where the chaos of the world fades and breath returns. In this place, the slope disappears, and all that remains is stillness. As you've seen, a sloped yard isn't a burden. It's an invitation to create a layered, immersive garden rooted in Zen philosophy. With terracing, plant rhythm, stonework, water, and intention, you can shape a hillside into a sanctuary that reflects both nature and inner peace. Your garden becomes more than just an outdoor space. It becomes a lived experience, a retreat, a meditation in motion. Whether large or small, simple or elaborate, every slope has the potential to be transformed into a place of beauty and reflection. Thank you for joining us on this journey into Japanese-Zen garden design for sloped landscapes. If this video inspired you, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Which element are you excited to try? What does your dream Zen slope look like? At Omasae, we believe every space can be beautiful, especially when it flows with nature. Until next time, keep designing with heart and harmony.